In the 80s was a swamp, snakes, poor, very poor workers. Say, well, we're gonna stay here. The most expensive place. Watching what is now, but they don't know what we had to go through. The feeling is hard to say. Shoes were only for McDonald's, church, and school. For example, back there, when we saw the park in the 80s, nobody wanted to live there. Nobody. It was a swamp. Crocodiles, mosquitoes, snakes, water. It was impossible to build there at that time. So in the 70s, 80s, when the hotels were built, the companies, they brought people from Chiapas and Oaxaca. These are very poor states in Mexico. Poor, very poor. So they brought people from there because they wanted to pay not too much money, see? So they brought workers. So when the hotels were done, the people were like, what's next? What we're going to do? And they say, well, we're going to stay here. Nobody wants this land. We're going to stay here. We're going to live here. They create, actually, Jarretaderas is the name of that place. If you go there, you're going to see a lot of people from Chiapas, Oaxaca. Actually, twice a week, there is a bus from Puerto Vallarta to Chiapas. But the problem now, well, they were not the owners, but in Mexico, if you live in a place for more than 5 years, and you have how to prove it, came the owner. So these guys, they live, of course, 10, 20 years, so they build their houses. Now that place is one of the most expensive places in the bay.
Wow.
See? And the families that they build their house there, they sold it 5, 7 years ago, and they made millions of pesos. See? But of course, again, 20 years without electricity, without water, the services, of course, they make money. And what I'm trying to tell you is that Puerto Vallarta is growing so fast. Where I'm living right now with my wife. Her uncle bought that house 25 years ago. And she told me that 25 years ago, it was very hard to go to the school, to the university, because she had to be careful about the same thing, crocodiles, snakes, wild boars. See? If you go now to my house, you're gonna say you live in a very nice area. Walmart is 5 blocks away, Costco is 8 blocks away, but nobody knows 10 years ago. I'm not saying 150, 10 years ago. People is not just watching what is now, but they don't know what we had to go through to have what we got. And I think that feeling is hard to sail. That's the thing. It's hard to sail that feeling, to leave something behind, because we pass through bad situations. For example, when I was a kid, of course I wasn't poor. My parents, they gave me the best they could, but most of our life we were barefoot. Shoes were only for McDonald's, church, and school. That was it. Actually, this is a cemetery. They look like tiny houses. No, actually, we got a nickname. Salty. Our nickname is Salty Feet, because we used to be barefoot. My feet are wider than yours. I'm not showing my feet, but wider because we were barefoot. We were barefoot not because we wanted. It's because the economy of the town. So in mine, now it's our nickname, Salty Feet. This is the road to 100. There is a lot of jackfruit. My name is Jose, but my last name is Chang. If you go there, you're gonna see a lot of white people. You are gonna see more like black people's skin. Of course, we are the result of a mix. We are Mexicans now, and right now the most popular like ethnic group or indigenous group are the Wirráricas. Means that you eat human, and they don't mix with another groups. And they say, okay, no more tours. Peyote is a cactus. It's a drug. You are living there, but in the paper it says just land.
The house doesn't exist.
Exactly.